And I have 2 more new books that were delivered to my door today, this afternoon. I'm pretty excited. I didn't expect them so soon. These are 2 books from the University of Nebraska Press. They have what I believe, let's see, here's the thing. Yeah, I think this is true. They have a biannual 50% off sale where all of their books are 50% off in the summer and spring and the winter. And I bought quite a few books from them in the winter, this past winter. And then I checked and they had their summer sale. And so I checked their most recently published books and I got 1, 2. So I'll share this unboxing. I did the pre-opening, so it's not going to be too loud. And then if there's time, I have 2 other books that are not new, nor are they from the University of Nebraska, that I'll share with you. Okay, one of these books is for me, and one of them is a gift. So, let's put these over here, and let's see. Okay, so, it's very interesting packaging, and I don't know why they put them in 2 packages, but they did. Okay, so you open the flap, this, and like this, and then here's the book. The Essential Book of Pickup Trucks. By Fred Hafel. Let's put the box away. Now this book is not for me. I'm not a car person, but one of my beloveds is. And so I bought this book for him. This was published this year. Doesn't really have a smell. Yep, 2025. And this is an imprint of the University of Nebraska Press. It's Bison Books, the little bison. But then you can see on the front cover, University of Nebraska Press. And I've been surprised by the catalog of University of Nebraska Press. I think I just stumbled upon them one day in the winter. I don't know that I've shown any books from them, but let's see what this is about. The key words for this book on the back are American West, transportation, memoir, and American studies. And on the front cover, we have 1, 2, 3 different pickup trucks. We have this green C30 by Hafel Tree Circus with a little cart on the back. We have this red Chevrolet something. My friend probably knows exactly what all 3 of these are. And we have this yellow somebody with a white top. Those are definitely not the official terms. And on the back it says, Of the 60 million pickups on U.S. highways today, just 1 in 8 was bought for work purposes. The remaining 54 million are what truck dealers call, quote-unquote, lifestyle purchases. Does the pickup impulse spring from some deep organic longing for agrarian roots, for simpler times, for a driving experience larger than life? And this is a memoir about those questions. So I'll give this to my friend and see what he thinks. The Essential Book of Pickup Trucks. Now the second book is definitely for me. Once again, have this. Open it up here. And we'll open up flap number 1 and flap number 2. There we go. This is Tell Me About Your Bad Guys. Fathering in Anxious Times by Michael Dowdy, published by University of Nebraska Press. Let's put the box away to the side over here. And let's take a look at this book. So this is a bit more glossy cover, shiny, you can see, or shiny with the light. If you're able to see, there's the light on it. And we've got a body of water, could be a lake, a person wading into that water and up until their knees, a white, light-skinned person with looks like blonde or gray hair, and some mountains with green trees in the background and some foggy clouds above. And let's see. What's the sound? These books don't really have a smell when I smell them. The key words on the back of this book are literary essays and memoir. And this is just Nebraska, so not in imprint, just University of Nebraska Press. And once again, this is published in 2025. And when I opened this book, my friend was here looking at it with me. And look at this surprise. It's a signed copy. Wow. That's amazing. There's only been one other book that I've ever gotten that was randomly signed, unknown to me, and that is The Abolitionist's Handbook by Patrice Cullors. I opened it after I bought it from my local bookstore, and there was Patrice's signature, and I was like, oh my gosh. So, this book is from the American Lives series, edited by Tobias Wolff, and on the back it says, Michael Dowdy, who is the author, perceives the world as a poet, one with an anxiety disorder. As a result, he has rarely experienced fathering or his relationship with his daughter, as a linear narrative. Rather, his impressions of fathering coalesce in encounters with the conditions of our time, producing intense flashes of awareness and emotion. I'm interested in this book for 2 reasons. One is navigating some of my own stuff, and then the other is thinking forward as well. That's all I'll say about that. I imagine that I might start reading this book soon. Out of the many books that I have shown you, and the many that I haven't shown you. I think I'm looking forward to this one in a different kind of way than you've seen me. If you've watched my previous videos, be excited about books. Tell me about your bad guys. I think that's a quote from A. Michael's daughter. Okay, so let's put that to the side. We've got some time, so I'll show you 2 more books that I'm currently reading. One I found in a little free library, and the second I got from my local library. I borrowed it, and I'll read it when I'm done with the first one that I'm going to show you. So these are my quote-unquote fiction books for the moment. Alright, so the first one is If They Come For Us by Fatimah Asghar. And this is a poetry book by Fatimah, and this is the Advanced Readers Edition. So this is technically the book that was published. This was sent to people to read in advance prior to publication. So this book is technically published in 2018, but this copy of the book was sent out to select people or bookstores to hype it up in 2017, I believe. Let's double check on that. Let's hear the sound. It's such a soft book. And this is kind of a matte cover and back, and it's very thin. Let's see. Yes, so this version of the book, the Advanced Readers copy, was published in 2017. And let's read about Fatimah. Fatimah Asghar is a nationally touring poet, performer, educator, and writer. She is the writer of Brown Girls, an Emmy-nominated web series that highlights friendships between women of color. She is a member of Dark Noise and a 2017 Ruth Lilly and Dorothy Sargent Rosenberg Poetry Fellow. And then right here on the back, this is not on the regular published edition, but on the Advanced Readers copy, it says, "These are uncorrected proofs. Please do not quote for publication until you check your copy against the finished book. Please call blah, 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 closer to publication date for details." And this was published by One World. Here's their logo, which is an imprint of Random House. And what was told to me is that books are published, or they go out on sale on Tuesdays into the world. And on the cover, it's really beautiful. We have these 3 women or femmes, however they self-identify, of medium, light, and dark skin colors with different saris, different clothes, different jewelry, different hairstyles, all sitting, and it looks like their arms are linked together. And then on the sides, we have these beautiful flowers and plants and dragonflies and stones. And then I'm just noticing now that there are these red roots that connect either side underneath these people. And this is where I am. So what is this? I'd say this is the better view. I'm a little bit more than halfway done. And so what's interesting about Advanced Reader copies is that when you look at the table of content, well, first of all, the copyright pages is different. It also tells you that these are uncorrected proofs. And then the table of contents doesn't have page numbers. So you still see the contents, but everything is labeled 0, 0, 0. But the pages do have page numbers. In case you've never picked up an advanced reader copy before. Even though these are poems, I feel as though I'm reading a story, which I really like because I'm not really into poetry, but I saw this and I grabbed it out of the Little Free Library. Really powerful, really powerful. I recommend this if you are interested in poetry or prose, and I'm excited to finish reading it this week, if they come for us. Okay. And the last book I'll share, I'm not reading this right now, but this will be the book that I read once I finish If They Come For Us. This will be my fiction book. And again, I read many non-fiction books at the same time, but I read one fiction or one poetry book at a time, so I really get invested in that world. And so this book I just picked up from the library today. And it's called Hot Milk. It's a novel. That's good. It's got that plastic crinkly sound. And it's by Deborah Levy. And on the cover, we have what looks to be a deep blue ocean and a pier with, again, someone in a bikini with white light skin laying out. And I requested this from the library because I just watched the film Hot Milk, and it was interesting. I was excited about some aspects of it, but there were some things that they weren't clear to me. So I wanted more clarity, and when I read the first page of the book in the Google preview, I really liked the writing, so I picked it up. And usually I don't do that. Usually I read the book first, maybe watch the film second, but this one felt good enough to grab the book. Here's the wonderful crinkly sounds from library books. This is published by Bloomsbury. It's got deep red on the inside covers. And this was published in 2016. So the film was made about 9 years after this was published. And from what I know about this book from watching the film, what's this? This book mainly takes place in Spain, but the main characters, the daughter and her mother, are not Spanish. They live in London, and the mother was born in Ireland or Scotland, I can't remember. And then her dad lives in Greece and is Greek. So let's